Hey guys, MD Gaming here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Tier 6 Helena on the secondary line of the American cruisers. The commander for this operation is going to be Norman Scott due to his basic trait of main battery shell grouping, again focusing on accuracy. We're going to have Membelli as for main battery reload, again increasing DPM, as long as Ruchung also to decrease main battery reload. Beyond range is going to give us a 10% range increase. Igniter is going to increase our chances of our shells starting fires. Armed and ready is going to decrease the chances of them hitting us, as long as letting me see how many enemies are actually focused on trying to shoot at me. And then I also have fixated, again with main battery shell grouping and dispersion, focusing on accuracy. And finally refill station, dropping my reload to 10%. And if I'm close to my friends, I have an increased range of main battery. So let's jump into the game and let's see the gameplay. Now the Helena is an American cruiser that again is going to have the high arches of their shots and a very fast reload time. And that is what makes the secondary line of the American cruisers so deadly. And you're going to see that during this game that the American cruiser Helena does a fantastic job shooting over islands under cover, but is still no slouch when it comes to using their AP at enemies up close. So we're at this map right now. I'm on the B side. We're going to be pushing over to hide behind the island directly to our left. And that is what secondary line American cruisers are really good at, is finding cover like islands to hide behind and then utilizing their extremely long range with very low reload time to get a lot of rounds in the air, hopefully start a couple fires. The reason why they're like this is because their guns have a smaller caliber than the main line of American cruisers, but honestly I prefer these just because they're a little more fun and the reload time is very short, so I feel like I get a lot of rounds down range. Granted, the accuracy is awful, but that's not that bad. Now you just need to be cognizant of where you are in the game. So I just stopped in the middle because I knew that B side had a lot of islands in the middle, so I could stay in open water and take that risk of being a full stop. I also know I'm spotted, so there has to be a destroyer around. But I also know that at that moment I had no one looking at me, so I could take that risk. I'm now throwing myself into reverse and then angling myself because I know rounds are going to come towards my way, and if I angled, as you can see, I was only hit by one by the Colorado. Now I have the Colorado spotted, so by the destroyer, so I'm just shooting. And this is what you just need to do in the Helena, is just trying to find good angles to hide behind islands, not get spotted, and get shots off. That Colorado is also trying to do the same thing, understands that he's going to get a lot of fire on him, so he's going to try to hide behind that island so he can try to shoot over it and then get his rounds downrange and do a lot of damage. The issue with him is he has to be a further distance away because he doesn't have the same lob as our round, the Helena. And it's going to be crucial that you can utilize your high angle arches to kind of get fires off. I had the Queen Elizabeth in my sight for a little bit, but then I lost my 10% boost for legendary skill, so the shots could get off. And again, as a Helena player, try to utilize as much distance as you can. It really affects the enemy's team to fire at you. Have one person focus fire at me, so I'm just trying to avoid being seen, so I then go back undetected, and so rounds don't hit. As you see, the Colorado is the one trying to shoot me. I was able to move forward, which allowed me to avoid those shots. And as a Helena player, never stay static. Always be on the move, always trying to find a target to shoot. I see that this destroyer is here. I'm going to take the risk to try to shoot him. And yeah, it's up to everyone how they want to play the game. Again, destroyers are a huge priority to me. So if I'm a cruiser or battleship, I'm always fine with doing a one-to-one swap if I can take out a destroyer. I just know that it allows my cruisers and my battleships the ability to maneuver a lot better. If I'm a destroyer, I'm going to try to stay alive, but besides that, I'm perfectly fine with swapping. Our destroyer just lit on a smoke screen, so it's provided me with really good concealment that I can actually affect and shoot these battleships without having to worry to be shot at myself. So now I'm just going to start taking pop shots at the California. I'm slowing down my speed. I have that island as a decision. If I wanted to go into cover rather than concealment, I could. But right now I'm in a good position to where
Torpedoes
I can
to the right.
put fire onto California. Can't see him anymore. Maybe we'll swap. This is one of the things that I love about the second line of American cruisers, is because you have that distance and because you have the arches of those shots. There's so many different opportunities that you're going to be able to pick from, because ultimately the range of this ship and every secondary line of American cruisers have amazing range. If you look at the mini-map, you can see that I have a very large radius to where I can set fires. And there's nothing really that the enemy can really hide behind that I can't shoot them at. Now I'm just waiting for another destroyer or battleship to show up. I got the Hatsuharu who just popped up. Still not near the island, so I'm actually going to try to move, which is going to allow my rounds to skirt over this island, and I'm going to be able to help out my destroyer killing this Hatsuharu. So my first salvo, I was able to land 8 shots for about 4,000 damage, and I was able to shoot another salvo within 7 seconds, keep myself concealed for another 4,000, 6 shots that time. Again, that eliminated both destroyers on the side, and it only took about 14 seconds. And that encompasses how deadly the secondary line of American cruisers can be. Another one is shown right here. And this is what you should be doing as a Helena player, is trying to find where you can just barely skirt over islands to attack enemies. Because your archers are so high compared to the enemy, there's no way that they can do the same exact thing. So that Colorado was stuck there, just getting shot the entire time. Hopefully he tries to reverse or go forward. But right now he's stuck, and I'm able to do about 4,000 damage per round. I thought the Leander was about to go over, so I stopped a little bit. And again, deal with target prioritization. I could have pushed forward and tried to go one-on-one against the Leander. He has torpedoes, and he also has a very strong AP at close range, and I don't want to fight that. So when you're in the Helena, just make sure you're picking and choosing which shots are best for you. I know taking out this Colorado is going to be very beneficial to the team, and since he really can't do any type of damage to us right now, just firing at him is going to be very beneficial. I can see the Leander now start to back up, and so I'm going to get a couple more shots off for the Colorado, and then I'm going to make the decision, because I can see how hard it is to swap and switch to AP, because at this range even the AP of the Helena is going to be really strong.
Their battleship is
This
finished.
is where you're going to see a very good Helena AP. I do a lot of damage. 11 over penetrations, 1 actually penetrated, so maybe a little too close, I got a little too ambitious, and there you go, 2 citadels. Again, using the island to your advantage is what you should always be doing. By me going backwards, yes, I put myself in the danger of the Queen Elizabeth, but I avoid the Leander's ability to shoot torpedoes, because he's going to try to cut that corner, but he can't cut everything. But now I'm back into the island. I'm able to keep pushing, you know, and I'm going to keep moving forward. And now we've captured pretty much B when I have the Queen Elizabeth really to worry about. So as we're pushing, we're just going to keep focused on that area, because we don't know how much health the Queen Elizabeth has. Now we know how much health the Queen Elizabeth has. Again, I have that mountain, but I'm still going to try to shoot just because of how low the health is. If one round goes over, there's a high chance the Queen Elizabeth will die. Now we've captured B. Now the A and C side are both captured by the enemy. They won the A, C side, we won the B side, but we have more ships. So now it's important to try to push. Again, as the Helena, you're trying to find the best area that you can hide while being able to provide fire. So I'm staying close to the islands, but still trying to cut in as much as possible. I know if I can get within range of one of my teammates, I'm going to have enough range to reach the Andrew Dora, and within a couple of seconds he'll be within my range ring, and then there you go, he's within my range ring. Again, at 13 seconds, the auto generate really helps out a bit, but you're always going to have to kind of do some type of lead. Now we're up against Pensacola, because the whole side is defeated. It's a one-on-one between me and him. and if I battle tank him, his strong AP is going to be ineffective, and my damage per minute is going to be able to burn him out. The Gadramara is on my side, helping do some damage to Pensacola. I suggested him though to get back and go to the capture A point, because if we do lose a lot of our cruisers, if he's able to capture A, then in the long run we'll win the game by points. So I just try to suggest it to him, say, hey, if you want to do this, go after and do it, but if not, it's up to you. But together we're going to destroy this Pensacola. And I know a couple players will probably disagree with trying to use the command wheel to tell players what to do, but in my opinion, sometimes it's good to offer the idea of what options the other type of ship has, and you can let them know, like, hey, this would be a good option for you to go to, but ultimately it's their decision. So as long as you don't spam it and abuse it,
That's how it's done.
that's all that matters. And then I congratulate the guy. I'm like, hey man, good work, good teamwork. And again, I re-suggest capture C, and I'll leave it at that. And I think it's important, because sometimes when you're playing a game, you get tunnel vision, you see there's only 2 enemies left, and then you immediately go after them. But let's say they keep running away, and at 2 minutes it elapses, the Androdora is still alive, and they're capturing 2 points, where there's only a 30-point difference right now. They're going to catch up in 5 minutes and surpass us. So with our destroyer going over to sea and capturing it, it solidifies it's now a numbers game. So you can run away from us, but ultimately if you do, we're still going to win because we're going to get points.
Only 5 minutes
So by the destroyer moving over to sea to capture it, it solidifies our win. Great job on the destroyer. And as a player, I think that's what you need to do with the command wheel. Use it, offer suggestions, but don't abuse your suggestion. Offer it once. If they don't want it or whatever, like, don't spam it 3 times, 4 times, or wait. It's not fun for them. It's not fun for you. And it just makes you look like just not a good team player. So don't abuse the command wheel, but use it as a tool to help. Use it also to congratulate teammates when they do a good job, man. It's important for us as a player base to bring everybody up. That's how we are going to have fun in this game. So back to the game, you see myself in the Helena, again hiding behind these mountains. You should always be hiding, because ultimately the Androdora, accurate shots, and even lucky shots, if 2 rounds hit me and it gets the Citadel, I'm out of the game, and now there's another point shift change in their favor. Now, the one downside about the secondary line of the cruisers on the American line is just, it is so hard to get shots downrange when you're chasing. When you're chasing, even when you're angling, it's still a 12, 13 second downtime. Any type of movement they make, inch or mile, is going to drastically affect how many shots you can reach. Which means the only other option you have is to take risks. And since the Androdora is moving further and further away from me, I need to take the risk, get out in the open water, hopefully kite back and forth, so these shots that I'm shooting at the Androdora are actually reaching my target and then killing the enemy. The other cruiser on the team, he's near health, so as soon as he actually gets into fire range, I'm going to try to focus on him. Just because the Charlemagne is out, there's one less ship to worry about. I see he's pushing up. He's going to be my focus. Even the destroyer understands, I'm going to let the destroyer know, hey, I'm focusing on this guy also. Always communicate to your team, I feel. The more communication that you allow, even if it's just through the chat wheel, it's going to be beneficial. It kind of lets the person know they're being heard. So now I'm going for the Charlemagne. Charlemagne is also being shot by another player. So with him being focused, we're going to be able to get a lot of damage done. It takes a lot of lead time in the Helena to get the shots off. Luckily, I was able to get the shot. Got me the Kraken unleashed, and now we're just going to try to finish off this Androdora. It's so far out there in the distance, just run away. Again, the chase is just so hard. But we're able to get it done. And I think just watching the game, you can kind of see how effective the Helena can really perform. I have 15 fires, 2 Citadels from Leander. Now I just have the Confederate medal, I have the high caliber, and the Kraken, and I'm doing damage over time. The Androdora is just trying to escape behind the island, and luckily our destroyer has captured C, so we're going to win by points no matter what. there's no worry about that. And then he's also taking A. So with him taking A also, there's no way that the Inhibidor can win. Fired one last shot, hopefully trying to get him with fires. If I do, it's a permanent fire, and I got super lucky and I was able to get 2 fires, but you see I got 9 shatters. And that's the thing about the secondary line of American cruisers. They're not gonna have strong penetration. When you do, it does a great damage, but because of low caliber rounds, there's a high chance you won't have the ability to actually penetrate. Now there is equilibrium of power, which exchanges the refill station, so instead of lower reload time and stronger range, your rounds will be able to penetrate at lower calibers. But I think the fires are where the secondary line cruisers really succeed. So the game wraps up. It was a really good game. I think it really showcased how important hiding behind islands and using those cover allows the secondary line of American cruisers to really excel. And because of it, I was able to get 4 different medals, 150,000 damage, 351,000 credits. If it was like a premium ship, you'd be talking in the $600,000-$700,000 range. I got 3,470 XP, 6 kills, and our team did a great job. Like the destroyer did a fantastic job covering everything. It was a really good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, but very important, please leave a comment. Let me know how I can improve. Let me know what you did like. Again, all these videos that I make are aimed to help improve the player base, because when the players are better, that means that the competition is better, the teams are better, and the game is more fun. So thank you guys again so much. You guys have a great time. And with that, MD Gaming, out.